stealing.
Right. It's coming.
Their judgment is coming. But in order for their judgment to come, we got to wake up first. Who we got to wake up to, though? African American? The Negro? No, go to 1 Kings 8. When I say wake up, we got to wake up to who we are according to God. So if I say, who are you according to God, what would you say? I'm an Israelite. If I ask this brother right now, who are you according to the Bible?
Israelite.
He an Israelite. So God wants us to wake up as the Israelites first. First, watch this.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 8, and verse 46. If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not.
So we all been in the midst of sin. Sin is the breaking of God's laws. That's what sin is according to 1 John. So he said we all have been in sin. Watch this.
And thou be angry with them.
So God have been dead mad at us. We'll think about it. Somebody die, somebody get killed. We'll say, oh, the devil did it. The devil did it. But who really doing the killing? Because if you read in the book of Job, Satan can't do nothing without the permission of the Most High God. So who is doing the killing then? If Big Mama dropped dead, and God forbid, for high blood pressure or diabetes, and we'll say, man, the devil took her away. Do the devil have the power like that, or the one true God got the power like that? Give me that, I kill it and make it alive. Deuteronomy 32. We're going to go back there. We're going to see who got the power to kill when we dropping dead from illnesses, when people get shot down in the streets. We're going to see who doing that killing. Is it the devil or is it the Most High God doing the killing? Let's see.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I, even I, he.
Read from the top again, slow down.
Verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
So God just said, I'm the one doing the killing. I'm the one doing the healing. That's what God just said. So we get it misconfused following this doctrine right here that it's the devil doing everything. But it's actually God who doing everything. Go back to 1 King. Watch this. Remember I asked y'all, how do we got to come back to God for the other nations to get judged? Watch this, 1 Kings 8. Watch this.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 8 and verse 46. If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not, and thou be angry with them.
God said he been angry with us, and watch what he did.
And deliver them to the enemy.
God say, I'm the one who was angry with y'all, and I'm the one who caused y'all to go into slavery to the enemy. Now, who is the enemy? He said the man you was a slave to is your enemy. Now, who is the enemy? Who the enemy? Well, I can't hear you. No, who is the enemy today? Who sold you on auction blocks? The who? Who sold us on auction blocks, huh? The white man. It ain't. I mean, is it a secret? Is it a secret? Who's still giving us the drugs and the guns in the communities? Because you got to think about, just think about drugs, right? We don't make no drugs. They come from other countries. How do they end up here in Waynesboro, though? What about the guns? Do you know anybody who make guns in their house? But how the guns get in Waynesboro for their brothers to kill each other? They bringing them in here. That's why God said, we were so disobedient to God, he said, I'm going to send you to serve your enemy. The same people going to give you guns to kill each other. The same people going to give you drugs to destroy your family. The same people going to destroy the whole family structure. Ain't no man in the house no more. But God said, because y'all don't want to listen to me, I'm going to send y'all to serve them all over the world. Read it from the top again. Watch this.
Verse 46. If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not, and thou be angry with them, and deliver them to the enemy, so that they carry them away captive unto the land of their enemy, far or near.
God said we done been carried far away from our homeland and near to our homeland. So therefore we are all over the earth right now. The Israelites are. Watch this though.
Yet.
But now, he said, yet. This what we talk about now with us. With me and you and all sitting out here and the rest of us brothers and sisters. He said, yet. Watch this.
If they shall bethink themselves.
He said, yet, if they shall remember themselves. They got to remember who they are. You can't keep saying, I'm an Afro-American. That ain't who you are. You got that name doing slavery. He said, yet, but if they shall bethink themselves. So we got to be saying, man, look, I'm from the nation of Israel. I'm from the mighty tribe of Judah, if you ask. That's where I'm from. What tribe you from, brother? He from the nation of Israel. So we asked y'all, God said, look, y'all got to bethink yourselves. So I say, what nation you from? I'm from the nation of Israel. What tribe you from? You need to know, look, I'm from the mighty tribe of Levi. I'm from the mighty tribe of Manasseh. We got to know who we are. We got to know who we are. It's in these times now. It's too late in time right now for us to ignore this. What you say, huh?
I got one question.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people don't know it.
We
were the dominated force in the world.
We were.
We were the empire of the world. But look at us now.
Look at it. Why we like this now, though? Disobedient. Okay, so now let's get into that. Disobedient got us into where we into now. What are some of God's commandments? What are some of God's commandments, huh?
Keep the Sabbath day.
Keep the Sabbath day. You agree?
I shall not kill.
When is the Sabbath day?
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal.
Okay, hold on, slow down, Unc. You rolling. I feel you now. But when is the Sabbath day?
Saturday.
Saturday. When we go to church?
Sunday.
So we gonna keep the Sabbath day, or we gonna continue to follow the ways of the world?
Bring it out.
These men in purple, we keep the Sabbath. I actually been keeping the Sabbath for 9 years straight now. 9 years straight I've been keeping the Sabbath. Now it's time for you and you to get on the right side as the Israelites.
Right.
So we know about the Sabbath. I'm gonna give you some rules on the Sabbath. Let me give you another law. Deuteronomy 20:25. Let me see that you know this law here, Mom. Because you remember, us breaking the laws got us in these conditions. Are you tired of these conditions? I'm tired of these conditions. So now, therefore, we need to find out God's commandments and start keeping them. Right? This is one of God's commandments.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, and verse 5.
You hear me, Mom? Listen to this commandment. This is one of God's commandments that we don't keep, got us in these conditions. God, watch this.
The woman.
Now he talk about the woman. He pointed it out. Look, the woman. Watch this.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
God said the woman shouldn't wear what belongs to a man, neither should a man put on a woman's garment. What did he just tell us? What you say, Uncle? You on?
Well, I'm going to say it like it is. They wearing pants.
There you go.
And they should not be wearing them.
You hear that, sis?
You say that.
Hey, sis, you hear this in this car?
You said that this day and time you get jumped on.
Yeah, but get what?
You got men being with.
Watch this. Listen to this. You on point, up. But now it's going to boil down, do we actually want the kingdom of heaven? Do you hear that law, sis? The Bible said the women don't supposed to wear pants. That's what God said. When did our women start wearing pants? When? Was we wearing pants when we got here on slave ships, or we start doing that over time? Yeah. What you say, Mom? Watch this. Let me show you. When we was in the cotton fields, we had on, where's that? Let me see. Hold it up. When we was getting slaughtered on auction blocks, we had on dresses. Our sisters had on dresses. They started following the ways of the oppressor. What's her name? Amelia Bloomer? We start following her, you can sit it down, and that's how women end up start wearing pants, following the ways of the oppressor, the ones that had us oppressed. Right. Now let me ask you a question. Sis, I want you to listen in this car right here. You hear me, Mom? I want you to listen. Now the Bible said that women don't supposed to wear pants, right? When Christ return, is he going to put women to death that got on pants? You say no. What you say, Mom? Yes or no? You say no also. What you think, Mom? And these are honest questions. Because I'm going to give you the answer out the Holy Scriptures. Now watch this. You got it? Zephaniah. Come on. Give me another reader. Come on, Zeph. Watch this. Now let's see. Is God going to put us to death for cross-dressing? That's what it is, cross-dressing according to the Bible. Watch this. You got it? Come on now. All right, read this.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice.
This when Christ return. When Christ, you're going to see Christ hit them sky, everybody's knee going to bow. So he said in the day of the Lord's sacrifice.
That I will punish.
That I will what?
That I will punish.
That I will what?
That I will punish the princes and the king's children.
Why?
And all such are clothed with strange apparel.
What God just said? He said he killing everybody that's cross-dressing. They not getting the kingdom. What? Sisters walking in the church with their nice jeans set on, with their nice button up or whatever they wearing. They going to the jobs with their clothes on and say, this is what I gotta wear. Not knowing that's the ways that was given to you during slavery. We just followed along with the tradition now. But not knowing when Christ returned, he putting you to death. Right. My wife and my daughters ain't wear pants is 9 years. Right. I found this law. I went home and said, look, don't bring no more pants in this house with my daughters. Right. And I stand on that. Right now you see my wife and my daughters, beautiful dresses. Right. His wife, beautiful dresses. Right. His wife, beautiful dresses. Right. Why? Because we found out we the Israelites and we royal. Right. We found out our nationality again. We found out the laws in the Bible was only given to us. And when we break those laws, we suffer consequences. That's why we're suffering like this, because we don't obey God. Another law. Did God give us things we can and we can't eat? What we can't eat then, huh? You hear me, Mom? What you listening to?
A lot of people don't know it, but all these catfish we've been eating.
Oh, you saying something now? Now let's agree. We eat catfish as a nation of people. We eat catfish. Not just you, I'm talking about as a nation, as our people together. What'd you say, Mom? A lot of our people eat catfish, right? We do. But do we know that it's against God for us to eat it? The other nations wasn't given the laws. Who did he give the laws to? Us. Who was us?
The Israelites.
He gave the laws to the Israelites.
That's right.
So let's see the law on what we can and what we can't eat. What about pork? Can we eat pork?
No. Swine is
Do we eat pork? Do you eat pork, sis? Honest. I used to eat it too. I used to eat it. I used to tear it up. You know what I'm saying? I used to. But then I found the law. And I found out God gonna kill me for eating it. Watch this. This is the law.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine.
We talk about the pig. That's the swine. Read.
Though he divided the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he chose not to cut.
The pig don't cleanse his food like a cow do, right? Throw it up and do it again. Watch this.
He is unclean to you.
He is what?
Unclean to you.
I just said the pig is unclean to you. Watch this.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
What God just told us? Don't eat the pork. Who got all the high blood pressure and diabetes? Why? Because they breaking that law. We're breaking that law right there. That's why we on all these medications that they give us. But did you know that the pharmacies are a big drugstore? If you look at the Walgreens symbol, it's a witch's pot. Right. That's what the Walgreens symbol is. So we violate God's laws, then we go to the oppressor saying, Master, give me some drugs to numb me. Because do the drugs help us? Do it fix you? How many people you know take high blood pressure medicine and still got high blood pressure? So is it helping you though? It's not helping you. The reason being because God is doing this to you. Ain't nothing you can take. Ain't no lap you can run around the park. Ain't no way you can move to keep these curses off of you. Only way to get these curses off us together is to be obedient to God.
That's right.
Only way. All right, you got a flyer? You got a flyer? Hey, y'all get him a flyer. Y'all get him a flyer. Now, do you want the kingdom of heaven? Do you want the kingdom of heaven? Sits in the car. You want the kingdom of heaven? How do we get the kingdom of heaven? Honest question. Come on, step out. I want you to check out this sign right here. You can't walk. Okay. Yes, ma'am. You got a flyer? You got a flyer. Now I'm going to show you how do we get to the kingdom of heaven. Watch this. Now somebody came and asked Christ, Christ, what I got to do to get the kingdom of heaven? What I got to do to get the kingdom of heaven? Watch what Christ told him.
And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life,
Christ said, but if you want to get the kingdom of heaven,
keep the commandments.
do what?
Keep the commandments.
So how do we get into the kingdom of heaven according to Christ? Just that simple. You gotta get, you will not get the king. You see that, Mom? You hear that, Mom? That's the only way we can get the kingdom. But when you go into the church, they tell you to pay your tithes. They tell you to pray and God forgive you. But according to the Bible, did you know God don't hear no sinner prayer? Hold on, though. So who are we praying to then? Did you know that according to the Bible, God don't hear sinners? What is sin? Sin is the breaking of his laws, according to 1 John 3 and 4. Now watch, let me show you God. When we've been going through these situations since we got here, and we've been breaking all God's laws since we got here, and you go into these churches thinking you praying to God, you actually praying to the wall. Watch this though, and you got to think about it. We've been praying since we got over here on slave ships, but we still broke. We still don't have nothing. We still in poverty. We still living paycheck to paycheck.
Bring it on.
We still don't own nothing. And what you do own, Mr. Taxes on it. And get what? They're gonna double back right up on you, pay the tax deed on your property. Now you gotta pay them in more, in this, in that, and they still own your property. So actually it never belonged to you in the first beginning. Watch this. Do God hear our prayers when we breaking all his commandments? Let's see.
The book of John, chapter 9 and verse 31. Now we know God heareth not sinners.
Read it from the top again.
Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
The Bible just said God don't hear sinners. So who have we been praying to then? Now we can say, oh, God hear my prayers, God give my prayer. Guess who hearing your prayers? White Jesus, who ain't did nothing for you. That's who hearing your prayers. That's who hearing your prayers. The only way for us to get to the one true God, we got to repent as the Israelites, his chosen people. And we must come back to God's commandments as his chosen people. That's the only way it works. Say it, big bro. You say you want to know what color is Jesus Christ. Come on, look close. It's all good, bro. It's fam. We fam out here, bro. Ain't no, it's all love, bro. We want to make sure you know these things. What color they told us Jesus Christ was? What color, man? What color they told us Jesus Christ was? They told us he's a white man. They've been telling us for centuries he's a white man. But did you know we once ruled Spain and Europe and we had black images everywhere? And then they went and took our images and whitewashed them? Did you know it's in the Bible, Maccabees, that they was going to paint the images, or they going to paint over all our images and turn it into their images? And we had no power to stop them. Watch this. Let me show you it was in the Bible. They were going to whitewash our history.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law.
You got a flyer? You look on the back and say Israel United in Christ. You can check us up on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, and everything else. So just look us up, man. Remember, the only way to the kingdom, you got to keep God's commandments. All right, watch this, brother. What they did to us.
And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen sought to break the likeness of their image.
So what they did was they went into our book, they destroyed us, and they started painting their images in the Bible. That's how. Therefore, we got a white image of Jesus. Revelation 1. Now let's see what color the true Messiah is. Watch this.
The book of Revelation.
What's up, bro? What's your name, man? Texas. Tracy. What's up, Tracy? I'm Solomon. But we showing our people, man, that you the greatest people walk the earth. This planet Earth belong to you, bro. If you had a chance to rule this planet Earth, would you want it? But guess what? You have a chance now.
Right.
We all found that out. We have a chance to rule the world. We got a chance to have service. We got a chance to have all the jury, the desire that you want once we be obedient to God. You know what I'm saying, big bro? But now we have been destroyed. But now we coming back to who we are. We the Israelites. I want you look on that flag. Where's the other flag? He need a full flyer. Get him a full flyer. Yeah, get him one there. He got the Christmas flyer, look like. Check that out. Look on the back of that flyer he just gave. On the back. Turn around. Let me see. Come on, look close. Right here, it say Israel United in Christ. You can find this on all social media platforms going depth. Revelation 1. Let me show you Jesus Christ, a black man, for you to tell.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants the things which must shortly come to pass. Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
He looked at Christ, said his hairs were white and woolly. You got woolly hair on your head and your face.
Right.
You ain't never seen a Caucasian with hair like yours. So he said he looked at Christ, his hair was white and woolly. So that's one strike against this Caucasian white boy right here. Right? Watch this, read on.
His hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Yeah, red eyes, his pupils, you know, his first miracle, he turned water to wine. Read on.
And his feet.
Now he looked at Christ's feet. We're looking at Christ's feet. That's what he looking at, John is.
Like unto fine brass.
He said his feet looking unto like brass. The color of brass is brown, like a penny. So he said Christ had brown feet. Watch this.
As if they burned in a furnace.
He said, but it was so dark like he was burnt in fire. He was burnt in the furnace. So get what? He's super black. So where do we get the white boy from? We got it from the oppressor.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.